Good morning, everybody. Tuesday, Talk Tuesday. We're here at the Straight Road. Beautiful weather. If you have a chance, I hope you can get outside today, get some vitamin D. It's very nice. Bailey, Newton, out. Good. Tucker, we're gonna move on. You are not going through that mud puddle, let me tell you. That's the mud puddle I'm referring to. Curse of the white dog. Okay. How many do I have today? 12. We've got Maggie up front there, Luna, Archie, Cosmo, Tucker, Hamish, Nova, Stella, Rowan, Arosa, Newton, and Bailey. Away you go. I don't care what it is. Go, go, go. Oh, and the ruckus has begun. Yeah, so that's us today. I know, chaos. Stay away from the chaos. So keep me away from the chaos. Good God. That's how you lose a knee. These guys. So Rowan is finally bigger than bigger than Bailey. Rowan, rude. Thank you. Can we move it? Bailey's still holding her own though. All right. And yes, they still play like that. I imagine they will for a long time still. Well, Kazi, you got a heads up, kid. Nova and Hamish. Let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to try to get through some more questions. And this will probably be my last question video for a little bit. So, Bailey has figured out... mistakes were made. Rowan does not like getting in the water. Look how miserable he is. It's funny because once he's wet, he's okay. Oh, hold on. I have to drop a marker here. Okay. Now, I'll do some quickies. And I also have to say, I think it was last video, maybe the one before, where someone had asked me what my favorite leash is. Last weekend, or no, 2 weekends ago. Hey! You okay, Newton? Yeah? Good. Go on. You're fine. Just avoid the ruckus. Crazy. Good boy, Kazi. That was a good dodge. And she's like, it is water. You won't follow me. There we go. Tucker, of course it's you. Nova in front. She's like, but your hand, it's resting on your pouch. That means food could be forthcoming. Okay. I've since changed my mind. I'll do a separate video on that later because I, of course, didn't bring it with me, but I wanted to demo this leash that I discovered at the Originals Craft Show here in Ottawa. Okanagan leashes. They're biothane leashes. Love them. I'll talk about them later. So I have changed my opinion. Just to let everybody know. Right. Questions. So, I did have a question about the leashes I used. Newton? No. Thank you. On walk. Because clearly they're not like the expensive, crazy leashes that I use for my own dogs. Because, obviously, I don't have kids, so I spend money on my dogs. Okay. Bailey and Tucker. Kids. Bailey. Uh-huh. She's like, nothing. I definitely wasn't going to put that on my mouth. You don't know. So I use slip leashes on the dogs on pack walk to and from the car. And when we do leash up on walk, so like if we encounter wildlife that I'm not 100% confident that everyone will avoid, or someone comes along, the farmers are here. There's all sorts of different reasons I would leash them up. Typically, I will have them either on martingales, like Rowan has a martingale, Newton has a martingale. Some dogs, Stella's wearing a martingale right now. Some dogs, if they have like prong collars or check chains and that's what they're used to, I will carry those with me, but I still typically use my own flat leashes, and slip leashes for everybody else. speaking of everybody else, Bailey! Truly! Get going. Terrier. And that's purely for safety, because martingales, check chains, and slip leashes, they can't get out of, even if they're scared. Like if I have a dog that's frightened and freaking out, I 110% want to make sure that they can't slip the leash and get themselves into trouble, or hurt themselves. So that's what I use on leash. And then I have, okay, this is gonna be awkward, but I have them carabinered to me. Hold on. Like I have a big fat crossbody thing happening, and that's why, is because I carry leashes for everybody. And of course sometimes people will be on long line, and I use different ones for that. And like there's no specific brand of slip leash. I don't really find, like I don't have a favorite slip leash. I have whatever. I do know that I don't like, there are ones that are like really nice stiff cord. Don't love those. Don't use those. Watch your bump, Archie. And that's basically it. And I also got a question about like what I bring with me on pack walk other than dogs and leashes. So I have a pet. Oh, kids, you're fine, Maggie. You're fine. I know. Just watch the ruckus. Give it lost to distance. I have a belt bag. This one, sorry, you're gonna be upside down, but it's Patagonia, one of the biggest ones I could find, and really weatherproof, which is nice. I carry obviously tons of bags. I have coyote spray on this side, and then on the inside I use these for treats, and I kind of have a filing system because I have a couple of dogs that have either very specific diets or allergies. So like specific diet, blue is for fishy, green is for the allergy kid. These are Luna's treats, and then everybody else's are here. This is a set of small binoculars, so that if I see something in the distance that I'm not sure about, I can investigate that. Sometimes my phone is in there. It's in a different pocket right now. And then I also have like tick removers. I've got extra prongs. I have a burr comb. Luna? No. Get out of here right now. Yeah. And usually in there I also have some vet wrap and gauze just for emergency situations. So that's what I carry on pack walk. And even if I'm hiking, very similar. Sometimes there's like added bug sprays and stuff in there for the dog. Obviously I won't have my filing system of treats because they're fine just on whatever I take with me. Rowan is like, I don't want to. It's like, I do want to cause sister, but don't want to cause wet toes. And then if we're just going on like a city walk, so, or if I'm taking them to the market or something, then I have something similar, but it usually has like my phone, bags, treats, and that's it. Though a couple weeks ago I was tempted to add coyote spray for my city walks for Luna, because just minding our own business walking through the park had to break up a dog fight. But Newton, and I gotta tell you, had I had coyote spray I probably would have used it at that point in time. That's a different story time. Maybe I'll tell that story in a couple weeks. But so yeah, that's what I carry in my pack. Oh, I almost want to dedicate a whole episode to this, and I might still, but I'm gonna go through it pretty quickly for right now. Hamish is like, oh no, the attention has shifted onto me. And that is, it starts off, I'm new to dogs and I'm thinking of getting a puppy. I know that's not a question, but my answer is no. And laughing. I never recommend, for first-time dog owners that have never had dogs, getting a puppy, because it's like getting a dog on hard mode. The amount of effort and time and thinking and changes that you have to do when you have a puppy is a lot harder and more financially, more emotionally, more than people think. But that wasn't a question, so we'll keep going. How do I decide what puppy is best for me? And then she goes on to say, like, rescue Newton. Thank you. Good. Touch it. Good. Go. Okay, I'm coming. It was a little far, my kid. Cool. So I might do a puppy episode. And I do, in fact, have a puppy consult. This is a virtual one or over the phone. It's like we can do it in-house, but if you're not in the city or it fits our schedules better to just phone it out, then we can do that. But basically, I go through everything you need to think about before getting a puppy. But so deciding what dog is right for you, I mean, that can be hard. There's so many breeds of dog. There's so many rescues out there. There's just so many everything. So I understand it can be overwhelming. And there's pros and cons to each. Like, obviously, rescue, you want to help with the overpopulation. Luna and Newton. I know what's over there, and it's not going in your mouth. Bailey, it goes for you too. Rowan, I will leave you here. I will tie you to the post and pick you up tomorrow. Not really, but maybe. Rowan! And for those of you wondering, it's human poop that I'm talking about. Okay, so the pros of rescues. I mean, puppies are cute. You are helping out a dog that might not otherwise find a home, though puppies through rescues typically do find homes. Sort of the cons of those is, generally speaking, even if the rescue is told that something is purebred, it might not be. And the only reason that matters is it's hard to judge the drives and potential pros and cons of that particular breed. Now, you guys have seen my dogs. Mac was a rescue, for those of you who were long enough to know Mac. Murphy was a rescue. Kronk, not technically a rescue. We just wanted to give him a good home where the breeder wouldn't have to worry about him being bred. Because he was an oops. And we had been on a wait list for our particular breed for a while. So, hold on, let me do the turn thing. Wait until she's looking. No, Maggie. Touch. No, come here. No. You know the rules. Do you want to try again? Good, go. Maggie likes to be the first, to the point where she is anticipatory, and that's something I discourage in all the dogs I have. Oh, you're right here. Why are you here? Usually you're up there. Oh, that's why. Good Lord. Hamish, do not! He's like, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I was looking at the shrubbery. And then, of course, our new one, Rowan, is a purebred. He's a standard English Bull Terrier. I did a lot of research on breeds. Well, we knew that we wanted an English Bull Terrier from Murphy. Murphy was half English Bull Terrier, and he had a lot of their traits. It was an interesting ride. Maggie, I can see you. I learned a lot from him, and we just loved, Luna! Luna! Are you kidding me right now? You have one spot you're not allowed. Yeah, you're lucky it's mostly water at this time of year. Anyway, so yeah, so we did a lot of research, not just in their pros, but also their cons, like, about their drives, about their health issues. Okay, Nova in front, stop being creepy, thank you. Got you too. Yeah, go away. Go. Thank you. So sort of the first step with me, if I'm interested in getting another puppy, which I gotta tell you, I don't know if I have another one in me after this guy, is research your breeds. Like, figure out what you're looking for in a dog, and not just, oh, but it's so cute. Like, figure out, can you groom that dog? Are you comfortable dealing with ticks? How do you brush them? How do you keep them clean? How often do you have to groom them? Are you going to groom them yourself? Like, are you going to learn how to use clippers? Luna, I swear. Are you going to take them in to be groomed? How often do you have to do that? How much is that going to cost? Right? And this is just talking about their kind of coat. You know what I mean? Do you need something that's hypoallergenic? And if you do not get a doodle. They are not all hypoallergenic. There are tons of other breeds out there. Wheaten Terriers, most terriers actually, he's hypoallergenic. Cosmo would be. Any dogs with hair, poodles of varying sizes, schnauzers, all of these are hypoallergenic dogs. Miss Bailey. Yeah, thank you. And then even if you're looking into rescues, it's like, okay, I want a pot cake. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's typically island dogs that have been rescued and brought here. But they're street dogs. Street dogs, reserve dogs, these all have very different needs than most and different traits than most. Talk to people that have these dogs. If you spot a dog out in the wild with people and it's like, hey, I really like that dog, go and talk to those people. Obviously ask them before you pet the dog, but then say, hey, I'm really interested in getting this breed. I want to hear the good, but also can you tell me the bad, right? Prepare yourself, arm yourself with as much knowledge as you can before you go into it. And if this is your first dog, Rowan, can we know? Roro. He's like, but sister doing it. So arm yourself with knowledge, for sure. But then don't sort of keyhole yourself into, that's not the right term, but you know what I mean. Don't put yourself in a box of, oh, I have to get a puppy. I have to start from scratch. Luna, not appropriate. Thank you. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry. I'm watching a play. Hold on. Please hold. Hey, Mish. Dial it down. Good boy. Okay. Good, Rowan. Good job listening to a no. That's shocking. Okay. Rowan. She's like, I will respect the girls, not the boys. Okay. Oh, God. That was a Rosa, wasn't it? Rosa. Luna, hard no. Yep. That's okay. Again, we're spring, we're relatively clean still. Yeah, I know you're pleased with yourself. As I was saying, don't focus, don't hyper focus on getting a puppy. What I always recommend for people that are getting their first dog, talk to breeders, see if they have any retiring breeders coming up. See if they had an older puppy that they maybe hung on to for an extra couple weeks. See if they have anything else. It's not just puppies. Most reputable breeders, I'm not talking about backyard breeders here. I have a severe problem with backyard breeders. Don't support that. That's how we get an overwhelmed rescue system. But for actual responsible breeders, and I'm talking breeders that do the health checks, and that's honestly the main thing, is if you talk to a breeder and you're like, I know this breed has these health issues, do you test for that? And they don't give you a straight, like, of course we do, or yes we do. I would look somewhere else. Goodness, they're full of beans today. You guys are getting a lot of, oh my God, and we're at 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll wrap it up. All that to say, call a breeder, see if you can get a retiring breeder or maybe an older dog that went back to them, because responsible breeders will take their puppies or even their breed back and either rehab them or find them alternative homes, because sometimes it's as simple as like their people are moving, so they had no other option, but the breeder will take them back. So yeah, that would be my recommendation. And even if you really like a breed, if you haven't had a puppy in a while, like if you just lost a senior dog, I highly recommend, from personal experience, try to get an older dog. Or even if you are getting a puppy, ask if you can pick them up at 10 or even 12 weeks instead of 8, even if you have to pay an additional like boarding fee or whatever. Bailey and Rowan, thank you. Because of the added development in there, and puppies change like day to day to day to day. So if you can get one that has the right start, and it's okay, especially if it's your first dog. Newton, can we know? Especially if it's your first dog, don't be afraid to say, this is my first dog. I would really be more comfortable if like the foundational stuff, because things that puppies learn between 8 and 16 weeks is really important, especially socially wise, like social development wise. So if you don't feel confident doing it, that's 100% okay. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone knows how to do it properly. That's how you end up with a lot of issues down the line. So if you can have the breeder who does know what they're doing, get those foundations in place for you, and you just have to build off of what they laid down, it's going to put your puppy on easy mode. Like, just so much easier. Rowan? No. Yeah, okay, so we answered a couple questions. We went way over time. I'm super sorry about that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. As always, if you have any questions about this or any other video, you know what to do. And if you have a second to like, comment, and subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you so, so much. And now that that's all out of the way, thank you for listening to my ramble on. And hope you guys are having an amazing day. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.